Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're here today. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm happy to have you here. Thank you. Of all the places in all the world, and you decided to come and spend a little time with me. I really do appreciate that. I'm hoping we can hang out just for a second. Now, first of all, last week or a week before the July 4th, had a little problem with sound. So if we could take care of some business and you could drop a one in the chat if you can hear and see me well, please. That would be awesome. Hey, Linda and Suzanne. Hey, Kim Mill. Hey, sweetheart. It takes a second for the comments oh, we got some ones. That's great. Okay, so let's go right ahead and we're going to do our message of the day today. So that because we got a lot of things to cover. Obviously, I am not on the homestead. I'm not at the land of plenty today. Thank you for the ones, everybody. Hey, fallen Arkansas veteran and God's construction, Linda Kennedy. Good, you can hear me. Mimi, thank you for being here. Suzanne and Susie. So, the kids' schedule, my kids, not the grandkids. Hey, Rita. Their schedule is a little crazy and a little different, and I'm missing my other set of grandbabies. Haven't gotten to see them very much this summer yet, but I am at the grandchildren, James and Millie. Millie has gone to camp this morning, and James is over here in the corner playing some video games on the television. So if you see or hear a little craziness, that's just the TV. Good morning, Ann Francisco. I'm glad you're here. I've been watching your boss a lot today, getting some pointers on some things, and he and I are on a totally different plane. Hey, Rebecca, touched by yarn. So let's get some things going. Well, I told you about where I am specifically, and I'm going to miss some chat for a moment to be able to say we can try to bloom where we're planted. It might not be exactly where we want to be or what we're used to doing, excuse me, but to be able to make the best of where we are at all times. To remember to focus on the fact that we are Christ representatives here on earth. And so even when we're in that pit of fire, we can walk out not even smelling like smoke. That's my new favorite saying, I can tell you. So I'm going to read a couple. Oh, thank you, Beth. I'm going to read a couple of things that I found about bloom where you're planted. Because I'm going to be planted here, right in the heart of harvesting season in the garden, right in the time where new things are needing to be planted, but I'm going to be planted here. So the sentiment, the sentiment can be found in scripture, but it's not the exact words, bloom where you're planted. The popular phrase means to be fruitful, to make the best of life when it throws lemons at you, and to do what's right, even when it's hard. So bloom where you planted is perhaps not an idiom that's heard very often, but if someone is told to bloom where he or she is planted, that means that they should do their best under their current set of circumstances. It doesn't mean that a person can't be transplanted elsewhere at a later date and bloom in a new location. It just means that just because the current location may not be all that a person would like, or that it's to be the no reason that you can't do your best and thrive where you are. And that's what I choose to do while I'm here. I'm going to try to plant some things out in their little garden. Good morning, everyone. 35 people and 3 likes. Thank you for hitting that like button. I really appreciate that. Stopping by to say hi. Now you have to get back to work. Oh, my gracious, Meg. I'm so glad you are. Been praying for you this week, girls. Guards, construction, calm, and karma is here. So that is my message that sometimes when we're plopped down in situations, we may find our place is just temporary. It's not forever. This is something that we can make the best of where we are while we're there, while we're stepping and making steps to improve, to get away from it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. It just means that it's a good thing to be able to be there. Now, Jesse, my co-host today, has not popped in yet, and so I may need you. I've got some things down in the basement ready to go to be able to do a giveaway at the end of this live. But, hey, J3G, yes, I'm glad you're here. Ro, she is sunshine. Miss Sassy, the experience with sunshine, the experience with Sassy, and Kim Mel. That's right. This is temporary, Angel. She's my funny girl. Hey, G Mama Grows. You're so faithful. Nope, Jesse's not in the basement. It's actually Sherry from Black's Tropical Homesteads. I have asked her to be here today, but I don't see her yet, and I'm thinking that something has come up. That woman is a wild, crazy, very busy girl. So something may have come up. She loves me. She'll be here if she can. Hey, Melody, my wild home, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Broke Farmer and Miss Shirley. Oh, y'all. Homestead in the Wood with D. Good job, good job. So, speaking of being blooming where we're planted, right? Blooming where we are. It doesn't mean that you have to be planted with deep roots where you are, because what it means is that no matter where you are in any situation, from any spot, there is something positive that you can find. You can find one thing, even if it's not the work that you want to be, or the place that you live that you want to be, or the vegetables that you're growing that you want to be. There is something that we can see that is good. That little teeny brick of light, right? You look for that little teeny brick of light, because where there is light, there can be no darkness. I think I told y'all one time before, we used to have a little house church in this house before my daughter's work schedule changed. And good, I'm glad to see you, Terry, glad to see you. So we used to have a little house church here every other Sunday. Worth and I would travel 3 hours to get here. And we did I was in charge of the children. Excuse me, I just need to get this just because she has my grandbaby. I want to make sure everything's fine. I'm on live right now, sweetheart. Everything doing okay? Okay, all right, talk to you soon. Bye. That is the next door neighbor that has my little granddaughter. And I wanted to make sure that everybody's good because, family comes first. After the big guy, family comes right next. And so, anyway, I was talking about a little speck of light. So what we did, okay, so I had a bunch of kids, and I gave them all flashlights, these little Dollar Tree flashlights and things. Soil sister, hey, darling Miss T with the T. I love you, honey. And passionately intrigued art. Oh my goodness, we've got Miss T coming in for a raid this morning. I just love it. Thank you, Gabby. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. So on that Sunday school lesson, I gave the children all little flashlights, and then they were scared because we walked into, there's walk-in closets all over this house of my daughter and son-in-law's, which I'm incredibly envious of. I shouldn't be, but I am. So we went and walked inside one of the closets, and the kids there were like 8 children, and they're going, Miss Anna, I'm scared of dark. I'm scared of dark. I said, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Hey, Danny. And I turned on my flashlight. Just one, right? Just one. And we closed the door, and it was pitch black in there. And I told them all to look at the light, and I said, where there is one speck of light, there is no darkness. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this little light out, and then we're all going to say, Jesus. Everybody's going to turn their light on. You're going to see just how wonderful it is. So that's what we did. I got ready. I turned that flashlight off, and they all screamed. And then I said, okay, 1, 2, 3, Jesus. And boom, 9 little lights came on. It was amazing to see those children know that when you go and you look to the Lord, there's always light. No matter what circumstance that you're in, no matter where you're placed, you can still bloom. Because when there's one little pin light of light, guess what? There is hope. There is light. It's all good. So I just thought that was awesome. Oh my gosh, I got a couple people in the basement now. Today it's okay. It's all good. What we're going to do is move on. My buddy is here, Sherry. Jesse, you're a doll, baby. He's always on hold. And Sherry, down below, I've got the game all set up for us. But I wanted you to, my baby, my buddy, my Sherry, my sweet girl is here. And you're muted, baby. You're muted.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was outside. I was running. I was like, oh, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yes, this is my buddy, everyone. Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead. I know you all know her already because we're dear friends. We're dear friends.
Good morning, soil brothers and soil sisters.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to turn my volume.
It is a busy time of the year, but it's a blessed time of the year.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Kim says, I'll have eggs and bacon, please.
I got eggs and I got bacon.
From her own farm.
That's right. That's right. Good morning, everyone. I hope y'all are having an amazing Tuesday.
We are having an amazing Tuesday. Talking about blooming where you planted. And I wanted to show you, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you. You're always my backup. Hey, Creekside Maples. I'm glad you're here, God's Construction. Woo, we got some good folks. Today, Sherry, what I wanted to talk about was, because I'm here at the grandbabies, and I thought I was only going to be here for a couple of days, but their schedule has changed. And so it looks like I'm going to be here for several more, probably up until next Monday, even, maybe. And so you bloom where you planted, right? You make the best out of the circumstances that you have. So I don't have a $1.25 store anywhere less than 45 minutes away from my home. I have to travel quite a bit. But here, they got a $1.25 store.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. And so what I'm getting at is I'm getting ready to show, I had $10. And I thought, if a storm comes or something happens, or I need an emergency kit, because I brought my go bag, I brought my emergency kit. I have, change underwear and lighters, and I can start your house on fire. But there's some things that I didn't have that I thought, if we get trapped in this home, because not everybody plans, the younger generations don't always plan.
Most of the time, don't ever plan.
And so I bought $10 worth of things. And then I went back and got $10 more worth of things. And I went back and got $10 more worth of things. But today we're only going to do one $10 worth of things. And I thought you and I could talk about it.
Okay.
And I haven't talked to you about it in advance at all.
So it's okay. We're gonna roll with it.
Okay. But
because you gotta be ready, ladies. So you are gonna teach us also how to be ready.
And so with hurricane season, we need to be ready.
Yes.
Especially those of us that are anywhere close to the coast. You're close to water. I'm close to water. I'm an hour inland from the Outer Banks, but you're close to what you've got the water right there by you, and we need to be ready. So for $10, And now it's the $1.25 store. So I only have 8 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items.
Okay.
Because now that's all you can get for $10 at the $1.25 store. But one thing that is very good is these are a 5-pack of washcloths. Uh-oh, Black's Tropical popped off for a second. Oh, you're an hour in. Good. Hey, Sue, I'm glad to see you, baby. So a 5-pack of washcloths, Black's Tropical must have had something that came up or someone came in. And so you've got, this can be, you can wash your body with it. You can wash your dishes with it. Not the same cloth probably, but that's a very good item to have. Also, baking soda. Now, baking soda, you can brush your teeth with baking soda. You can wash your dishes with baking soda. You can use baking soda as a cleanser. You can use baking soda to wash your clothes. So what do you think about baking soda, Sherry?
Baking soda is great for a lot of things, not just inside the house, but outside too. So it's a great cleanser,
That's right.
Deodorant, like you said, personal hygiene, is great for so many things. So
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Baking soda is great. I couldn't think of anything outside except for to maybe wash my car or, let's see. It said, I'm a huge what if planner. Just look inside my car. I'm one person with a 12-pound dog traveling in a 7-person SUV. If I have room, in it goes, just in case. There you go. There you go. Oh, it can clean wounds. Baking soda is the best. It can, as a whitener. Okay,
Yep.
David.
Yep.
Let's see what the chat says about baking soda and being, hey, Drunken Chef, thanks for being here. And
soil with pH.
Buy some of those Girl Scout mini mints. All right, it's versatile. I was looking to see if anybody had any other ideas than what we talked about. Oh, for deodorant, yes, for deodorant and for toothpaste, clean wounds. I don't think you want to clean worms with it. You never know. Test your soil pH. Could be. Anyway, you can't go wrong with baking soda. My mama brushed her teeth with baking soda every day of her life. And at 92, she passed away with all of her regular teeth that were white as snow.
When Sandy had all of her teeth except the front 4, just the front 4, and she was 108. She had all of her teeth except those front 4 that we could not even keep a partial for her because she would take them out and put them anywhere.
That's something. That is something. And David Corey says, if I missed anybody, I'm in my garden. Oh, you color your hair with baking soda. I like that. Creekside Mabel says, nothing like having clean worms.
Exactly. I want my worms clean, even though they are in the dirt.
I don't want any dirty worms.
I don't want dirty worms, but the people break my mind.
Hush. Hey, James, would you please get the dogs? Thank you. Sorry, y'all. It's going, this is life. This is just life. So, speaking of brushing your teeth, you can get, this was an 8-piece, and it comes with 6 toothbrushes, but for $1.25, I mean, in an emergency, these are not the best toothbrushes that are going to last. Whitening and laundry, that's right. These are not the best toothbrushes that are going to last a year and a half, but they will brush your teeth. So, what the heck, right?
Yep, they'll get you through a pickle.
And then liquid skin. Yeah, the dogs are going to drive me insane. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. It's light. We understand.
Okay. Thank you, James, for helping. Please mute the television, though, honey.
They have to say good morning sometime.
No, see, they have to say good morning to every leaf. Yeah. And speaking of worms, if they see a worm or a butterfly or a bee, you would think it was an attacker. You would think that it was a stranger coming to break in the house.
Dogs being dogs.
Yeah. And so what happens is, it's kind of dangerous, actually, because what happens is you begin to ignore them completely. Yes. And then
Yeah.
when somebody does come to the door, all I'm doing is fussing at them, telling them, be quiet.
Yeah, you have to learn the barks. Like I know the difference in if Amazon is at the door or Bobby is at the door or a stranger.
Yeah.
Our dogs have all these different
And they
sounds they make.
do. They do. They do. Because, I mean, Astro really has, Mowgli has a little wimply bark.
Mm.
Molly has this cute little yip yip. And then Astro has one like, I am going to eat you if
Oh
you come
yeah,
in the house.
yeah,
And he may, I don't know. But so it's interesting having
yeah.
three dogs that we got to love them, whether they're trained or whether they're not. So
Yeah.
thank you, 84 people in here. I so appreciate it. Thank you all. Please say hello to each other. Check out each other. Hey, Rebecca, your dogs growl first and then they start barking. Yeah, these do too, but they do it all day long. And so I begin, since they're not my dogs, I don't recognize the bark as much because they
Yes.
really do. If the neighbor drives up in the yard, they really do act like they're going to eat the neighbor, even though they've seen them 10 minutes before that and go to their house. So, yeah.
Hands in the Dirt said he got a different bark when strangers come to his door too.
I bet he does. Hey, Hedgehog Homestead. Micro Farmer. Hey, darling. And Shanny's in here. I'm so glad. So I was walking through the stores thinking, all right, I have $10. What can I get when I'm away from my home that are important items that I can use for multiple things, right?
Yeah.
What can be multiple use? Even toothbrushes can be used in a multitude of ways. You can clean out all kinds of things, not just brush your teeth. You can do some cleaning. You can clean some dishes. You can clean some crevices. If you have to, you can clean a wound. Not
Yeah.
that you're going to want to use a toothbrush, but you can.
Yeah.
And so I also bought some liquid skin. And this is something that I think is a good thing to have. It's long lasting, seals and protects, 100% waterproof, quick dry. And they tell you a story because they say it's ouchless and it doesn't have a sting. And that's a story. They're not telling you the truth. It stinks.
It stings.
It stinks.
So that's when to add to the liquid, what is it, liquid clean, liquid skin, it's a lot of plants that also do the same thing, like the lamb's ear. So it's important to know your herbs too, because
That's right.
when you're in a pinch, you may have to resort to something in the wild to help clean your wound or stop a bleed or as a Band-Aid. So
That's right. Yes. Can you tell us about that? Because my next thing was super glue in case you had to glue a wound or glue some things or whatever. Yarrow stops bleeding. And see, I'm not in an area here that has all those herbs that are in my yard.
yeah.
And I didn't think I was going to be here for just a few days. I didn't bring all those supplies with me. And so it's important that we're while we're home and while we can, let's make sure that we're growing those herbs. And aloe is a good, toothache plant is a good one, David says. Yeah. Maybe, hey, James, honey, maybe if we close the blind, do you think that will help or no? They'll just dig in the blind. I think they'll probably dig in the blind. It's okay. Never mind. It's all right, honey. It's okay. Thank you for trying. We're just
So
going
like,
to deal with them, y'all.
who outside my house?
That's right. He's probably checking and seeing what is going on. All right. So the last two things. Yep. Make a poultice out of lambs. Now, what is that? Poultice. G Mama Gross of lamb's ear. Apply it to the wound.
The lamb's ear.
When you use one of those crushers.
Well, say if you're in the wild and you have lamb's ear, you run across some plants, you could just chew it and stick it on. Because
you can chew it.
Some days you got to think about the fact that you don't always have all these other gadgets to be able to make things. So what do? if you don't have water, you just chew it. You don't swallow. I mean, you can eat lamb's ear. I did eat some
Did you?
last week.
Did you
But you
really?
can, I did. You can eat it. It's a weird texture, but you just chew it and put it on your wound. I said you can use it for toilet paper. It's
That's
an
right.
antibacterial bandage, or you
Yep.
can eat it if you don't have food. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Chew it and stick it.
chew it and stick.
Okay. Thank you, G Mama. That's right. Okay. I have lots of lamb's ear. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so awesome. See,
it's
we
so thick
don't.
and fuzzy. It's a weird texture in your mouth, but if you hungry, I did a short for lamb's ear across the platforms because a lot of people don't know about it and they just think, oh, it's just wild. So if
Yeah.
we share what we find and what we have with people, they learn that, oh, it's not just,
Yes.
for this or that. You can use it for this too if you have to. So it does
Right.
spread. It's invasive.
Well, see, I'm 3 hours south, probably just above Wilmington, North Carolina, above Topsail Beach. So we're like literally 4.5 miles from the ocean front here.
Hmm.
So it's sandy
Hmm.
and hotter. Um, Honestly, I'm planning on getting some plants and starting them while I'm here. Not only for me, but for the kids. And the
Yes.
grandkids love gardening anyway. And to be able to have some supplies here, if especially some herbs. I can at least start herbs
Hmm.
because those are, to me, I'm not sure that the children will maintain like a vegetable garden. They do when they come to my house,
Yeah,
but an herb garden kind of sort of takes care of itself pretty
yeah,
easily as long
it
as you
does.
water it.
It
It
does.
does kind of
But
takes
I
care.
mean, for them, when you do little things like um corn silk, just tuck a little bit away from for them because they don't need a lot, but having two supplies of it, that way when you go to their house, you just put it in a cabinet away. Long as
Right.
mom and dad know, you can create their small apothecary for them,
That's right.
to have.
Now, for the first time, I saw what I heard you say. Yeah, lamb's ear seeds. Jesse put up here. For the first time, I saw what you saw in your grocery store. They only have a Food Lion here, and
Mhm.
we only have a Food Lion in Edenton. But because this is a tourist attraction, they only wanted one grocery store, right?
Yeah.
So they're getting ready to have another grocery store, Publix. But I saw a big box right beside the corn on the cob that had all corn shucks in it.
Yep.
Isn't that what you said that you got
Yes.
a
That's what
lot
we
of your
get.
corn silk from?
I asked them what were they doing with it, and she said, "I'm gonna give you a bag if you want it, and you take it home." And we fed it to the rabbits, the chickens, and I kept the silk for medicine.
Well, that sounds awesome. I can tell you the day that I go home, because I mean, it's just a mess here, and I don't have my dehydrator here, and I don't have
Mhm.
this, and I don't have that. But I do have a lot of other good things because I'm blooming where I'm planted.
That's right. That's right. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I'm not at Gaston, Shanny. I am in Sneeds Ferry, North Carolina. Rosemary and yarrow don't require a lot of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And shampoo ginger. I saw somebody talking about shampoo ginger, which is going crazy today. Um, Shampoo ginger doesn't require any care at all.
Okay. Now,
I,
David Torrey said a little earlier on the last live, he
mhm.
really wants some shampooed ginger. So,
Yeah, and
David,
Soil Sister, which we'll have for sale soon. And that video has taken, I think today got about 3,000 views just on Facebook. And everybody asking the same thing. Where can I get shampoo ginger? So when we do list it for sale,
you better
it's
be
gonna
ready.
go it's gonna be worse than the honey. But that plant is so easy to take care of. And I gave you shampoo
Okay,
ginger.
David. Yes, you did.
You
And
can just dump it. You can almost dump that out as trash because that's what Bobby did. I had this plant for years, and of course, I did not know how to take care of it. He just dumped it when we bought this house. He dumped it out beside garage. Every year is bigger and more beautiful. And then I decided, let me learn what this shampoo ginger is about. Yep, Miss Pam, she said, I want some. Where can I get it? And I
That's
told
right.
her,
Miss
I
Pam from
will
Scaredy
pull
Cat
it
Gardener.
soon.
And by the way, Miss Pam from Scaredy Cat Gardener is in the famous chef contest, and
Yep.
she has made it to the top 10, right?
I'm gonna say the top 5 because she is going on to top 5 Thursday. So y'all vote for her.
Yeah, so we need to vote for her. So if
Yeah.
there's some kind of way, I don't know if you can put her link in the chat for me, Sherry. I don't have a clue, but
Her favorite chef link.
uh-huh. But
Yep.
that would
And you
be
can vote
awesome.
once a day. Every 24 hours, you can vote for her. So we're gonna go ahead and push her on to number 5, the top 5, which we're gonna claim it now, and then we're gonna keep pushing past top 5. So
That's right. That's right. Okay, so the last two items, we'll do this real quick because it's already 11:30, y'all. And you know I like keeping lives to 30 minutes, and we still have a giveaway. And this is all about blooming where you're planted and finding the positive and where you are. It doesn't mean that you can't work to continue to stay out and to change your situation to be transplanted. But it does mean that wherever, thank you, G Mama. G Mama got it.
okay.
And so wherever you are, there are things that are positive. And so I got some snacks. It's a trail mix. It doesn't go bad. And it's raisins and nuts. And these are things that give you energy. And thank you, Jesse. Give you energy and will sustain you in a short period of time. If I'm stuck in here and the electricity is off and we got a storm, I got all these kids, I want to make sure I have some stuff that they're going to
You
like.
gotta eat. You gotta eat.
We
That is
got to
very
eat.
important.
We got to eat. And then because if I'm stuck in this house with all these kids, I need some pain reliever.
And see, all of ours look
Love.
different. Those are great, but then we have food
Yes. Yes.
that will
And
last us 25 years. So we always got freeze dried food to go
that's
along with
right.
that. And our
So
medicine, our pain medicine, is usually a tincture or something herbal,
that's
like
exactly right.
mild lettuce that you can just eat, or a tincture. So it's so many ways you can do. Be
Yeah.
ready.
Hey, Cindy.
So
Well,
many
you
ways
know
you can.
what we have to remember is what I have to remember is
Mm,
from now on, when I preserve anything,
mhm.
when I start putting some things under jars, in jars, in the bags. I don't have a freeze dryer yet, but I'm speaking it out into the universe that it is coming. I am
It's
going to
coming.
get a freeze dryer. I
It's
am. Um, it's coming sometime. But I need to do that twice more because I need one for our house and one for each of the children's houses.
yes.
But at the same time, I want to be able to do that with the grandchildren
Mhm.
to be able to teach them how to do it. Because right now, both sets of parents are in that work mode.
Yeah.
They're busy. They're doing everything they can do. I remember being that age and
Yeah.
having small children, and they're doing everything they can do. I mean, they don't have but so much energy. They're
Yeah.
wonderful parents. They're very good humans, contributing to society, very involved in both of their churches. But you know, that I can help right now
Yeah. It take a
until
team. We
yes,
can't do this by ourselves. Like, it's some things that we can grow that I think you tried shampoo ginger one time before. Now you have a good start, but it took
right.
a team to get you there. So everything, we need each other. What we can't grow or what you can't raise, you got other people that can do it. So one person can't do it all.
That's right.
So they
That's
need
right.
you. They need you to help them prepare to be ready.
Yes. David Corey, you want a freeze dryer? We're getting one, honey. We're going to speak it out to the universe. That's what Miss Pam does all the time from cooking at Pam's place in the Scaredy Cat Gardener.
Yep.
She speaks it into
Into existence.
reality, and
Yep.
man, it happens. It happens.
Yep. Yep.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get ready to do a giveaway. It's 11:34. We want to do this real quick now. I have pulled up. Do you see down there that giveaway tool?
I do. I don't know if I can run it. What hashtag do you have in it?
I don't have a hashtag. Well, I think it was Bloom. Hashtag Bloom.
Okay.
And but we'll just let you do your hashtag Bloom. Hey, Janice. Danny, days ahead. Power of life and death is in the tongue. You better believe it, honey.
Yep.
So, Danny, are you going live at it's 11 o'clock your time, 12 o'clock my time today? Are you going to be able to go live? Hey, unbiased. But what we're winning is one of Uncle Wayne's pushers. It has Andale Homestead on the back of it, and one of Auntie Peg's Scrubbies. We're giving away one of these, and I actually brought an envelope with me.
Oh, you are ready.
I am ready. I'm ready with everything except for to stay here for a week and a half. Pusher me a plate of bacon, Kim Neal says. So put in hashtag Bloom. There you go. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Growth. Thanks, David. Thanks, Carlene. Carlene Vasseur, as Jesse says. Carlene Vasseur. Did I get it right, Carlene? I hope so. I love the way he says your name. And Jesse's girl is here. Homestead in the Hood. Let's see, we have 40. There's 78 in the chat, 45 likes. Thank you so much for that. If you get a chance to hit that like button, that would be great. And then we have 46 entries. It's already, let's see, Danny Days. Hey, Junior. Is GT Junior here? Cora Phelps. Okay, let's see. Oh, is Lazy Days Ahead? Oh, there he is. Is Lazy Days Ahead related to you, Danny Days Ahead? Sort of, kind of, by choice. By choice. You know, your best kind of family is the kind that you choose, right? Because we don't have a choice about family. We have a choice about our friends. Okay, let's give it. I'm going to count down from 10. James, honey, can you turn the volume down a little bit, please? It's a little bit loud. Thank you. Thank you for listening. That was wonderful. He did it right away.
He was ready.
Awesome. Ms. TR. I saw her this morning on Miss T with the T, and she was just a plethora of information.
Yeah, she was. I was listening.
Great. Were you listening?
Yeah.
Martika, yay. All right, so 55 entries out of 80 people. That's pretty good. I'm going to count down from 5 since there's, a little bit of a delay in there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it. We'll push the button in 5. And Sherry, thank you for being here, honey.
You're welcome.
You're my friend, and I love you very much. And thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're hitting the button. Let's draw. Let's see who wins today. And whoever wins is going to need to, let's see who. Janet Smith. Hey, Janet. Yay. Okay, I'm going to put in, there we go. I put in the banner. Let's see, comments. Congratulations, Janet Smith. Now, Janet, I put in the banner for you to email me, please, at andalehomestead@gmail.com. And that way, because I don't have any of my stuff here, I can send this out to you while I'm down here visiting. Janet, you see, I have your address, but I don't really. I mean, my email, but please email it to me again.
Yeah.
Because I save everything on 3x5 cards. I'm old school. I have like a little index card box. And I'll look it up on the email, but please email me again, make my life better. All right, Sherry, I'm getting ready to say my goodbyes. We need to sit on out.
Y'all have a great day. Huh?
Did we ever see if Danny is going live. And African Dreamin' goes live also. And then tonight is New Orleans Gardener. Sandy, you're so sweet. You big winner, spending time with me. At me and
I cannot keep up with all. I've been terrible with lives lately because it's very busy outside. So
yes, ma'am. All right, so if Jesse is still around at all, or G Mama, if you would please drop Danny Days Ahead link, that would be awesome. Thank you
yes.
so much, friends. Hope y'all have a great day. So
All right, I'm
Sue,
gonna drop that. Oh,
okay,
go
yeah,
ahead.
hang on. Sue, she hooked us up in Alabama.
Yes,
You and I are going to Alabama.
we are going to Alabama. September is right around the corner.
It is September the 9th in Jemison, Alabama. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
I'm
Jesse.
looking forward to that.
Yep, and Sue hooked us up. Can't wait.
Yes,
All right. Thank you for being here.
you're
And I'll
welcome.
say
Y'all
my
have an
goodbyes.
amazing day and stay hydrated. It is hot all over the place, so please stay hydrated. We appreciate you.
You do the same, honey. Love you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. While I close out, you guys say goodbye to each other. And thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate everyone. I'm drinking my hydration out of this cup that Titi from Titi's Urban Pantry made for me. It says, when you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. I love it. Remember to bloom where you're planted. If you're not happy, don't put your roots deep there. Just get ready to be transplanted. All right, remember the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. I love you all. Talk to you soon. We'll see you. I'll be getting ready for this hurricane season real soon, so y'all get ready for those videos. Bye-bye now. Love you.